Hello. So today, we decided to use my account to host the 7F Studio Live on Instagram. So usually, we use our studio account to host. However, because of connection issues, we think that it might be a better to host it this way. Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Yeah.
I caught the. So usually, right?
Usually, right?
I cannot pinch.
What
I
about
cannot
usually
zoom.
what about usually left?
Yes, exactly. And usually middle, and usually up, and usually down. But anyways, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I don't know whether Debbie told you guys that basically we're having internet connection issues here at the studio. As I'm speaking, I can see my laptop attempting to reconnect to Wi-Fi. So I'm streaming using my phone, obviously.
Is my air quality? Is my sound quality very bad?
I don't know about your air quality, but your sound quality is okay. I can hear
Okay.
the wind. Is that why you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can hear it.
So should I move it?
Sure, why not?
It's actually not blowing at me already, you know?
I don't know, maybe your microphone is very sensitive. Oh, that's worse. Okay, now much better. So anyways, yeah, this is the 45th episode of this 7 and 5 are live on Instagram series. It's the 3rd of August. It's currently cloudy, very, very cloudy. We've had a few rainy days here in Singapore, straight in a row. I remember yesterday morning, I was like, it's 7 in the morning, it's bright, beautiful skies. I don't need an umbrella. And come like 4, 5 p.m., it's like downpouring. I'm like, great. Wonderful. Hi, Susan.
Hi.
Yeah, so
I think she had some problem joining.
Yes,
I keep
requested, but
I keep
no
accepting.
response.
No, I keep accepting, but then it disappears. So
Yeah,
yeah.
very good.
Okay.
everyone having tech issues. So basically, yeah, the host for today's session is Debbie, CZT18. I am Stephanie Jennifer, CZT21, and the person that just joined us, Susan Yo, CZT Asia 2. And we're
The
all
person that just joined us.
yes. So we're
As
all
opposed to
I don't know. Now it's 7 months. Don't say nonsense.
it's still a
Okay.
person, right?
Yo, don't want that kind of person.
Just cross the bridge only
Ghostly
lah.
entity. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Whether in spirit or in person. Yeah. So yeah, usually with these Wednesday live sessions we used Tangle prompts from 7F5R Challenge. It's a group on Facebook. You can search 7F5R Challenge directly in your Facebook search bar to find it, or go to bit.ly/FB7F5R. We host weekly Tea and Tangle sessions, Tea and Tangle prompts. And there's also every fortnightly, and then upcoming in October will be the
It's not
Tangles.
It's not just the internet connection, right?
It's the brain connection. The brain to mouth connection is not quite there. Yeah. So if you're joining us, but you're in kind of a hurry to either go somewhere else or get about your day, but you'll like to tangle along with us some other time, a recording of this session will always all of our Instagram live sessions actually will actually be available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5r studio. And for today's session, I think it will be made available on Debbie's profile, and also she can perhaps add 7F5R studio as a collaborator. So the recording of today's session will be available on both these accounts, 7 Forests, 5 Rivers, and Tangle.Pursuits. That's Debbie's Instagram account. Susan can be found at susanyo.czt, and I am at @hefpen_withdraw. Thank you so much for being here with us. If you're going to tangle with us right now, you take out some materials, and then the team will also go through what materials we'll be using. I just looked at my screen, like, wow, so much purple on our screen. And I remember it's because
It's your fault.
yes. So if you were with us on our Monday live session, basically I mentioned that The current fortnightly theme is the color purple. So the theme's name is Peaceful Purple. So all of our tiles are kind of purplish today. Susan, do you want to go first?
Yeah. So we are all good students
Yes.
using the purple.
Yes.
I also have the purple micron.
Wow, very nice.
Okay, this is the tile that I just found it before the live. Yeah, you can see I just draw halfway but haven't finished it. Okay, so today can use it. It's a purple. I think it's tinted with the magical. Yeah. Then this is another one. It's not that purple, but I think I still can use that. Okay, so I prepare my micron and also some I think this one is the Stardust, the Sakura Jerry Rose Stardust series with some purple and blue. And I also stand by my color pencil. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone in chat just said that they are very excited for Inktober tangles.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not even past July yet, but it's August already, and then people are like in October already. So we'll get there eventually, I think.
Yeah. Then Debbie mentioned earlier today to the group that she saw someone doing Inktober Tangles 2021. So last year's list. I was like, wow, pre-Inktober, like they're like preparing themselves for the challenge by doing the previous challenge. Very good, very hardworking.
Warm up.
Warm up, very good. Maybe they do one tangle every 2 days, then slowly you build your muscles to doing one tangle each day. Otherwise, very stressful to do one each day. Anyways, for my tile, I'm doing it was a blank postcard. It's hot press paper. Potentate. Is it? I think it is. Then wearing a paper. Then
She has this weird pronunciation. Please
Potentate.
excuse her.
Potentate. Then this beautiful color is Lindy's Gang Magicals. I think this is Yodeling Yellow and probably High Maintenance Magenta.
It's a very high risk color combination that can go very wrong.
For today's session, basically I had this image in my head of jellyfish. So I found this jellyfish sticker and then I stuck it onto this tile and then I created an aura and then I did some striping and then I cut it out from the tile. So
you're going to do a tangled facet.
Yes, I'm going to do a tangled facet and have the jellyfish.
But if you stick it on the paper, you're going to block the nice watercolor.
Then we stick it to the side, so this side not very nice. So that's my idea. If you'd like to find out more about tangled facets, we have a course on our Thinkific and currently we're running
hello,
promotion.
Advertisement.
Not advertisement.
Very good.
Cross promotion. 20% discount.
We got offer now, right?
Yes.
Haven't even gone
20%.
live show proper,
Yes.
then we've got advertisements. You know, you're like YouTube. You know how YouTube is like? Before you watch, you get an advert. And then you cannot click skip. And then
Yes, you're stuck with me.
goodness.
So if you're interested in buying it, using the code SG2022 will get you 20% discount across any of our current courses. So yeah, do take a look at our site, 7and5r.thinkific.com. Yeah, so that's the advertisement portion of this.
It wasn't planned.
It wasn't planned. Maybe it was planned in my
It wasn't planned. Oh, goodness
I planned
me.
to plug it. Okay, yeah, then we go on. What tile will you be using?
As you can see, I have quite a number
I
of
also
purple tiles. So actually, I have a few more other than these ones. But I just decided to limit my choices to 4 because that's a lot of choice already. Yeah, so all of these tiles are actually tinted by Lindy's Gang Magical Pigments. I think this one is has a bit of brown in it as well, as blue and a purple and a pink. And I think it was tinted by Stephanie.
I think that one is Peerless watercolors with the handmade metallic shimmer. Because I recognize it from the brown shimmer.
Oh, okay lah. So you anyhow never write and then
anyhow. Then I have a sister tile of what you have. So the small regular size tile, I did one similar to that one.
No,
So we
it's
have
different. I have that one as well.
the
The
other
one that you're
one, the
waving.
other one.
No, I have the one
Yeah.
that you're waving as well.
So we can do same one. Maybe
No,
I'll catch
no,
up
no,
with
no,
you.
no, 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 thank you. Yeah, so I have this one.
Why I don't have?
Which is the one that she... Oh my gosh.
I give you the other one, Susan.
I can
put
barely
you in the pocket.
introduce my tiles.
Okay, we don't 走了. Okay, sis Debbie, go on.
I tried to host already.
Yeah, 就走了.
Okay, so this is another one that Steph made. I think she paired teal, I think the sweet violet purple teal with hydrangea blue. So it's a kind of a very interesting blend. But it has a lot of mica in it, so I'm not very sure if my micron will sort of die out doing that tile. And then I think this is also by Stephanie. So all the tiles that are on my desk are actually from Stephanie. You can harass her later, Susan. Yo.
Can you just read purple tile?
Yeah, I don't know why also, but I have a lot of
Okay.
purple tiles. Maybe it's because she knew that the fortnightly team will incorporate purple. So I have like a whole bunch of purple. I still have some more, these are not all.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
And
my
then
me?
yeah, and I think this is polka purple.
Okay.
So this is
that's nice.
polka purple. And then this one, you see, she didn't even bother to write, but she scribbled on the back. So yeah lah.
Oh, so
That's
sorry.
that's Stephanie for you. Or maybe she didn't want to give it to me at first.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Or maybe she mistook this as rough paper.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, whichever it is going to be one of these four. Yeah. And then if I have time, I might do the border for this top. Yeah. Any more quizzing and what I don't have and what else?
No, we're good.
So I have a bunch of jelly rolls that I really need to use. These two are actually silver shadows, which I think will actually complement the color scheme that I have here already. Usually I use gold shadows. And my silver shadows are very neglected, so that's why they're out here today. And then I also have a silver metallic. I am not sure whether this pen works, but we will see. I also have like two tiaras. I think one is a silver tiara and one is a clear tiara. I think that one of it is a Japanese or rather an Asian release, and the other one is a USA release. So I actually have both kinds with me. We just hope the one that works lah. And we just go with the one that works, right? And then, of course, I think I have a couple of white jelly rolls. I also have my grey jelly rolls. So I have the 08 and the 10. We'll see which one works as usual. And then I think that's it for me. Of course, the microns. And of course, the Tangle for the day is Yerba. So Yerba was inspired by the humble grass, wheat, wildflowers. So basically, Yerba was a tangle that came to me at the start of the pandemic, around about the time when Spain was hit very hard by the pandemic and there were people dying in the streets and things like that. We have a lot of Spanish friends. We have a lot of Spanish CCT colleagues. When I at that point in time, I was also playing a game with a lot of Spanish friends in my guild, and my entire guild was Spanish. I was the only English speaker, and then I was trying to make sense of whatever they were writing. It boosted my Spanish for a while, but then now I've probably written all of it. Yeah. So Yerba is actually a interesting tangle because I've done it in a few different ways. I'm just going to pull out a couple of examples so that I don't have to start from scratch. So what you are seeing on camera is actually how to draw yerba with a stalk or a stem. So by itself, it kind of really looks like the mimosa, the forget-me-not plant. And I've also done it like a full bloom version. So I have a couple of examples here that show the full bloom version. Basically, you just work around, pretend that you don't have a stem. So either version will work today. I think I have another example somewhere. Hang on. Yeah, too many things on my desk. Yeah, so this is another example. So depending on the look that you want, you can actually vary it. I will probably show you a different version again, or rather a variation of it, as we draw. So I'm gonna let Stephanie take over for a while and update you
Susan?
on what she's doing on her tile.
Stephanie is doing some planning for future class, but basically for today's tile, for my tile, I
Excuse
actually
me, it's
want to
gonna be
use
mindful, not distracted.
I actually want to use my watercolors to shade this tile because it is hot press watercolor paper. So I thought like I should use watercolor to shade. But the unfortunate thing is
Very
my watercolors
ambitious.
are at home.
Very
So I have
ambitious.
this tile. Yeah, thank you. I have this tile
Well,
for a
you have
previous.
watercolor in the office. You can take
Why? I don't want
mine.
to use watercolor things. I don't want to take yours also. I have a very
Take the white
specific
knights.
purple. I have a very specific purple shade that I want. And it's just not
So
a point.
arrogant.
The point is, I will tangle on this tile and then I will do shading. I complete this tile and then do shading on it. This is the 2 arrows string that Susan previously gave to us, gave to 7FIR Challenge Group as a prompt. So on that note, Susan, do you want to share the string for
Yeah.
today's session?
Mm.
What is
Okay.
today's string?
Today's string is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
2C
Yay.
that
She
form a moon.
She kena nag
Yeah.
at by Debbie. Must do simple string,
Mm.
okay? Don't
Stop
Yeah.
calling her out. I didn't nag at her. I didn't nag at her. I'm not a
2C.
naggy person.
From 2:45 until 4:45.
It's gonna be a long day.
Okay, so it's a string of a moon. Yeah. Do we call it crescent moon?
Crescent moon?
The real crescent moon.
The real crescent
Yeah.
moon.
The real crescent.
Yeah, the real
the
crescent moon,
moon
not the
that don't look like
Tangle
crescent.
crescent moon.
Will the real crescent moon please stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe can have it cut off a bit. Maybe can have it touch the sides of the tile so you don't have a border. Then if you don't touch the edges of your
What's
tile,
a
you
border?
can go attend a 101 with a certified Zentangle teacher in your area. Failing that, you can go online.
No, you said a border. You know,
What's
like
a border?
bothersome
You're a border.
border. Yeah, you are a border.
Yeah.
If the border bothers you,
If the border bothers you, please erase it away. Yeah. So Yerba. Yerba, you also can draw only half. You can draw a full one. I shall let Debbie demonstrate it for you. But basically, I have a little step out.
I'm not demonstrating. I already showed the step outs. Must demonstrate also.
Yeah,
You demo
do.
lah. You demo.
So mafan. My screen so small.
Since I took over the hosting, right?
Where's my... Okay, demonstrate. Okay, live.
Your screen very small, is it? That's what you said?
Yeah. I cannot. Can I zoom in for some reason? Okay. Hallelujah. It's zooming in for me.
Now you know my
Okay.
struggle, right?
Here we go. So you have
Like
the
zooming
little
in without
Yerba.
crashing the whole setup.
Above the little stalk, right? And then you draw one half. And then you draw the other half. So it kind of looks like a heart shape at the end.
Your Yerba is very fleshy.
Right. Oh, like roll.
Like the
Yeah, roll.
succulents.
Because it's
Okay,
meant to be a
grow.
weed, right? Yeah.
营养不良 and very
Then I forgot how to draw. Hold on.
Hey, don't make her laugh, ah. Ask her demo, then she imagine if you make her laugh, then she forgets how to demo, then she'll push it back to us. So cannot make her laugh.
Skinny. Weed is a weed.
Yeah,
not
keep
supposed
quiet.
to. Not supposed to give it so much water. Okay, like this.
Not supposed to give so much water.
Later this one look like inner flux, right? Yeah, I'm drawing
Fat.
inner flux. Oh my goodness. This is inner flux. Don't draw wrong.
Cannot see. Your hand is poking.
Inner flux. Yerba.
Well, technically, they are both very organic tangles. So, yeah, there's some resemblance. But the reason why I chose Yerba for the name of this tangle is because the Spanish have a saying. So there's a Spanish saying, and of course I'm not Spanish, so if I get it wrong, please forgive me. But the Spanish saying is, Yerba mala nunca muere. Yeah. Which means like the bad grass never dies. So it's something like like how the wheat will grow in all adversity.
Tenacious.
Yeah. So it's kind of I think I heard it said so many times during that period of time at the start of the pandemic when Spain was having its crisis. I would ask my friends how are they doing? Are you okay? Do you have the stuff that you need? And they were saying that they will be fine, like the bad grass never dies. And then because inside the game that we were playing, there's an automatic translator, and then it will translate it wrongly and it will say something like, when you are on drugs, you don't die or something like that. It was hilarious. Yeah, because you know how weed translates to drugs. So when they write, when the bad weed doesn't die, it translates into the drugs or something like that. It was really funny. Yeah, so it depends on what translator you use. Susan, are you using a roundhouse?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll switch out. I don't want to use the same.
I cannot say.
Yerba.
You use the roundhouse lah.
Yerba.
Okay.
Okay.
Yerba is a herbal tea.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Someone in chat.
some people spell it in a different manner.
Yerba, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's a Y
Nice.
sound. Yerba? Yeah.
Oh, the H is pronounced a Y.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a Y sound.
So here is Yerba in a bloom. You can try
Yeah,
this
and
out.
for your information, the Chinese name of it is called 杂草.
可怜的杂草.
I think Qingyan was saying that we should call it 128. Then I'm like 128. I want to eat.
Yerba. Funny, you're counting. Debbie, you might want to zoom in because your screen is bigger today.
Yeah, I have a lot of space today. Haha. Yeah, so maybe I should try out like different ways to draw yerba. Okay, so before I start on my towel.
Your demo.
Yeah. Well, not really a demo. It's more like a warm up for me.
Well,
than
of
a
all the
demo.
days for me to not be able to host, today is a good day because Yerba is yours.
Well, it's not exactly mine. I
Then
think it's a very
whose?
common shape. It's a very common
Rubbish, Susan, you hear that?
it's a very common shape.
Yeah.
Because
Not mine.
there
That
are
is
other
mine.
Today's disturbed every day.
you know there's also Jeannie Lee.
Because
So,
her screen is very big, so disturb here.
so you know Jeannie Lee also looks like Yerba. So you know how Jeannie Lee looks like?
How does Jeannie look like Yerba?
That one I like.
Yeah,
I like
this is
that.
Jeannie
that.
Lee. It's Yerba as well. It's just the same stroke, but you have more
I
rounding.
think you draw differently from the way I draw. I draw Yerba, don't look anything like Yerba. I draw Jeannie, don't look anything like Yerba. How do I?
Yeah, so it kind of like similar. And then of course there's also walk the line that looks like that,
Yeah, walk the line.
right? Yeah, so there are a lot of similar. I mean, patterns are all over, right? You don't really notice them until you start to name them, and then you found another one that's the same name or the same, or rather not same name, but the same look.
Same.
So you also have walk the line.
Well, Lola has
Maybe I
another
should-
tangle called Lola.
Lola has a Lola.
Yeah,
are
Lola
you
has
saying?
a friend. There's another tangle called Lola that looks nothing like Lola, but they're both called Lola.
Okay.
Don't know whether you all needed to know that.
Walk. Oh, I don't know how to spell walk. Goodness. Walk the line. And then this is Jeannie Lee. And then this is Yerba.
Susan? Maybe you should put crescent moon inside of crescent moon.
So actually,
Oh yeah, I
Yerba-
forgot to draw my string on this top.
Hang, I tell you.
Very good.
Okay, very good.
Happily start the job. Thank you for reminding.
Just pretend that it's there lah. So for Yerba,
Yeah.
right? Some people actually draw it like, and I thought it was quite cute. They draw it like poke leaf. You know how they place the leaves. So they draw it kind of like a poke leaf style. I thought it was quite cute also. But it doesn't look like Yerba anymore, does it?
Got the essence of Yerba.
Okay, so I'm drawing the full bloom version now. You can decide how many petals you want, but the idea is that you put down like 4 longer ones and then the rest are shorter so that there is some sort of like a shape going like a diamond, or well, it depends. If you have more than 4 petals, it looks rounder. So I've chosen 4 petals to make it look more like a more like a weird square diamond sort of shape. Yeah, so this is how I do the full bloom version. And some people also, I've actually seen someone pair Yerba with tree leaf. So you know tree leaf, the one with the tea. I thought that was quite cute also. But then again, tree leaves goes with anything. I mean, goes with a lot of things. Right? Yeah. So how's your string doing, Susan?
Okay.
Just
Luckily,
add it in, nobody
still
will
can
know.
fit. Yeah. Yeah, because if Steph doesn't ask me about that, I'll happily finish the towel without the string.
Oh, can you
Then
see
I just
my
say,
string?
it disappeared in the
Cannot
drawing.
see. Oh yeah, now
Yeah,
can see.
Yeah,
Yours
my
is like
string
one
is
tenth.
very faint
Cheated.
because of all the mica.
Cheated. 3/4 of a crescent moon.
It's do you call it a waning moon or a waxing moon?
Depends on which
there's a
way
term
it's
for
going.
it, right? There's a term
Yeah.
for it.
Waning.
I can't tell the difference. Man. What do you mean by waning and what do you mean by
Waning
waxing?
is when it's getting smaller. Then waxing is when it's becoming
Isn't it to do with the time of the month though? Not so much of big or small. I think Steph is busy Googling now.
yes. Waxing.
Well,
Waxing means you're adding polish to it. No, I'm just kidding.
nobody's laughing at.
Waxing.
So lame.
The time of the month. Oh,
Yeah, it's
waxing moon.
yeah.
Waxing moon is the moon at any time after new moon and before full moon.
What is
So it
new
means
moon?
that new
Which is
moon
from
means
初一
no
until
moon.
15.
No moon. New moon is no moon. Full moon is the big full one.
It's no moon.
Yeah, new moon is 没有了. Then waxing means it's getting bigger. Waning means it's getting
okay,
smaller.
can we can the astronomy class? Because
It's not science class.
astronomy
What to do?
class.
Maybe this is more linguistic class.
Astronomy class. Okay. There are 5 questions. Can you please pick one?
We go in order, huh, Susan?
Number one, thank you.
Should I go in order of the back to the front then? Since
No,
we've never done
no.
that.
No.
Because actually number 5 is
Don't
actually
be
the
naughty.
easiest question.
Yo,
And
maybe
it's
you should start
also
with the easiest one.
yeah, so maybe you should start at number 5 because number 5, right? I can foresee that you all have a very good time answering.
Is it
About
because
food
it's
again?
related?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because
Hey,
you always
high
say
five,
that. Yeah, bye.
So, okay, number 5. Do you prefer a beef steak or minced beef?
I don't take beef.
Or then chicken or for you another meat
Minced
choose
chicken.
another meat.
As opposed to whole chicken. So funny.
Oh, you never tell us that you never eat beef, Then what if one day we accidentally order wrongly for you?
You don't eat beef for religious reasons, for health reasons, or because your body don't take it, or what?
I also forgot why I didn't take it. I remember that when I'm
How do you
I
forget?
think around 20s or younger, I took beef, Then
Okay.
later on,
One day she wake up,
don't
she
know
decide
eh.
I don't
I
want to
can't
eat
I
it.
Yeah,
can't
why?
remember eh.
Then
But
if
my husband and his family, they doesn't take the beef because of the religion.
Wow, you
But
should have told us because imagine we order into your place, we bring in stuff, and then we don't know that you don't you can bring accidentally.
normally you wouldn't just order one kind of food, right? So still have other
Yeah,
things
but
that
it's
I
not
can eat.
nice what. If I
Oh, it's
order, I want
okay.
everybody to eat lah. Aiyo.
Muslim believe that if you accidentally eat pork without knowing, it's okay. It's not a sin.
Hello, we're
So
not
maybe
talking
it's
about pork.
No,
For
I'm just
you
saying lah.
cannot because you eat beef, you cannot opt out. Susan can opt out. Debbie also can opt out because Debbie vegan.
What kind of that only I answer?
No lah, but
Wow,
I will
refund.
still reply. I'm just saying that you cannot choose the kind of meat because you do eat beef.
Steak is a once in a while kind of thing. I don't digest steak very well. So the next day I don't feel very good.
Cause why?
I think my
You never
body
chew
just
properly.
I do chew properly. Okay, next time I'll extra chew. Okay, but I
Because she
don't think
talks a
that's
lot,
it.
you see. So she
What
forgets to
kind of
chew.
nonsense?
She wants to eat it when it's very hot and warm, when
But
it's fresh.
I
Yeah,
got
she eats very fast, you know. So that's why she gets indigestion. It's not because of the food.
I got a funny story about steak though. I remember when my husband and I were just dating, then bring out to a nice place, right? Then go eat steak, right? Then he see me cut the steak with the knife, then very scary the way I handle my knife. Then he come bring me a plate. Then we switch plates, you know. Then he helped me cut the steak. Then he passed me back the plate. So can you
So
imagine
he
the
likes
nice place?
dangerous women. Ah.
No, I think this one in-app. It's my adult supervision.
Yeah, so he likes dangerous women. Ah. So
Then
He wants to protect this
or
kind
maybe
of
he thinks
woman.
protect
that
himself.
maybe he thinks that if I don't save her, she's gonna kill herself or something with the
No,
knife.
it's protect himself. It's either she's going to slice me, my finger open, or she's going to slice her hand open. I have to bring her to the ER. No. I'm going to help her.
Romantic what?
No, this one is don't want to be my
Romantic in hospital? No lah. You.
He can be
So
your
funny.
knight in
Your
shining.
knife. Knife with a shining knife. Yeah.
So do you prefer? Beef steak or
think-
minced beef?
I think minced beef can
Is that purposely
eat
one?
with talk nonsense ma, then can fill the time right? As we're drawing. I think minced beef can cook more things. I can cook like taco, can cook spaghetti.
Minced beef can cook.
Can cook more things. Not can cook. Of course can cook lah. We hope that we can cook,
Minced
right?
beef can cook. Minced
cook
beef
more
don't have
things.
arms. You telling me?
Talk about beef, talk about cows.
Very
I heard
good.
that the
So she
wagyu,
disturbed me, right?
I heard that
she
the
disturbed me,
wagyu,
right?
the
I
wagyu
have to
cow,
disturb
right?
back when I have the chance.
I heard that the wagyu cow they will go and like play instrumental music to it, then like give it like brushing.
Yeah, so do you eat? Do you
massage.
prefer?
I want to be a wagyu cow in my next life. Sound like a very good life. Get massage, get to do
And then get
super easy.
slaughtered. What's wrong with you?
It's okay. It's serving a purpose.
Oh my
But
god.
not bad. Rather than be a
With the
normal
best
cow, be a-
best quality, right?
Yeah. Right, might as well, right? It's like you're going to be a cow anyway.
Actually, the question
as
is
well.
not would you be a cow or whatever, you know, in your next life. The question is do
I
you
already
prefer
answered.
beef
I said I
steak
think
or minced beef? You
minced
just told me
beef
that minced beef can cook.
can cook more things. Can cook more things.
So my point is, do you see?
Then I prefer that lah. Okay, we understanding each other differently. Okay?
None of us here have mastered the art of conversation.
Dysfunctional communication.
Yeah, man. Goodness me.
Team 7 FIR barely getting by. So my answer
So you
is
prefer minced beef?
Yeah.
Oh.
What
Well,
about
I
you,
also
Debbie?
prefer minced beef because I
Beef,
think that
vegetarian.
I think that a steak is very wasteful. I mean,
Why?
I'm talking about environmentally lah. You know,
Oh.
Yeah, so it takes
Why
like
is it wasteful then?
the amount, the density of the meat, and then the amount of thing, or rather the, how do I explain, like the mass of it, it's not very environmentally friendly because the same amount of meats can do more things.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of
Because steak is
related.
just steak.
Yeah, it's kind of related to your idea lah,
Steak is
right?
just steak.
Your idea of like can cook more out of with minced beef. It's kind of related to your idea, but mine is more of an environmentally one, because
But-
I think steak is more like a luxury meal,
I agree.
whether it's beef
Like
or
once
pork,
in a while.
or chicken, right? It's a more luxurious meal. Whereas when it's minced, it's more economical. So it's less damaging, on the environment because you are, less is more, right?
More is more.
More is more, more is less.
More
I
is
don't
more.
know. Now what is the, they keep changing and it's very confusing.
More is more. Is that vegan minced whatever?
Yeah, there's impossible meat.
But I thought impossible meat is like a patty kind of deal.
No, they have different kinds. They have minced as well.
So
And then they
impossible
have,
meat is a brand. Is it that they have like
yes,
different
it's a
lines?
brand. So it's a brand. They have different products. And then the thing is that I don't really like impossible meat because they actually put in a lot of things to make it taste like meat and feel like meat. So it's kind of like you are actually biting into something that's probably like soy or something else. And then it's chock full of chemicals to give it the taste, look, and feel of meat. I mean, if you are going to damage the environment some more, right, you might as well just stick to meat lah.
I was listening to this podcast the other day, and then the podcast person, the talk show host, was saying that
Podcast person.
they were saying that they prefer if they turn vegan also lah for ethical reasons. Then they say that actually prefer like vegetarian food rather than those kind of outlets that like try to have vegan options that try to taste like meat.
You
So
mean
they
that they
really-
choose vegetables, not vegetarian
Correct.
options? Because vegetarian doesn't mean vegan.
Oh, okay.
Vegetarian still includes milk and
Piggy, honey.
eggs and sometimes yeah. So it's not you cannot interchange the words easily like that because it's different things. So if I'm gonna say it's a vegetarian meal, right, it could still contain milk and eggs
That's nice.
or egg white. Whereas if I say it's vegan, right, it means that it doesn't have all animal products, like zero.
Okay, I get
So
you.
a lot of people, right, they buy into the hype of all of these. I mean, it's not just meat that's the only one. I mean, there are other brands out there now, right? There are other brands, and I feel that if you're going to put in so much chemicals into the meat, then it becomes another processed food. So if your point is to cut down on, harmful stuff in your body, then and turning vegan to cut down harmful stuff in your body, then it's counterproductive to have.
But some people don't become vegan for that. Some people become vegan for ethical reasons. Not for
Yeah, then how
like
ethical
health
is it to support
conscious.
companies that pump chemicals into things that you're going to consume? So if you are talking about ethics, then is that ethical as well? Because ultimately you are creating. There are certain people who say that after a while you get addicted to that kind of chemical and the kind of taste, right? So it's also another ethical question like instead of slaughtering animals, then you are going to like use human beings or something, like. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There are other ethical arguments lah.
No lah, but I mean like these people, they maybe don't really care about like the health conscious part. They just like don't want to like kill animals. That's like the main priority. So like they still want to consume things that taste like meat, but they just don't want to have life taken for the sake of that. So they don't mind the chemicals as long as whatever they're buying tastes like meat.
Yeah, but what my point is that there are people like that. If not, why is there a market
Yeah, of
for
course
these
lah, of
foods, right?
course.
There are
Yeah,
people
yeah.
like that. But my point is that a lot of people don't buy in lah because of that. you see, because there are a lot of chemicals. It becomes yet another process. It's no different from eating a sausage. You know,
Yeah,
the meat
it's
content in a sausage is actually very low now. Like in these in the times that we live in. Probably if you handmade your own sausage, you know, if your grandparents handmade their own links and everything, right? You know, the ones that they do like with real minced meat and stuff, that they can actually control the meat content, the actual content of the meat, and also the type of meat that they use. But nowadays, right, a lot of sausage is byproduct meat.
Well, it's kind of like the idea that like vegetarian or vegan doesn't mean healthier. Like you can be like on a solid like fried potato diet. That's still not animal product, but like it's completely unhealthy, lah, right?
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Because there, I mean, for every for every vegan or vegetarian option versus a normal option, there are so many variants of it, you see? Right? And not everyone is using good oil, for example. Let's say you I mean, even let's just talk about French fries, right? French fries are for the most part vegetarian, right? But if you fry them in pork fat or duck fat, so another another type of I think they call it steak fries or something like that, right?
Steak fries, yes, correct.
Yeah, steak
Luncheon
fries.
meat.
And then there's spam fries and stuff like that. So
Right,
if you vary it a little bit, it becomes a different product. And I mean, by virtue of it being a capitalist you know,
as long as it's
construct,
nice to eat, people
as
buy.
long as you sell something, there will be people who want to buy lah, right? So I guess even just French fries, right? The type of oil I fry it in also is very different. Like has very different impact on the environment. Like if I use vegetable oil or palm oil, so my point is that it doesn't mean that if it's vegan or vegetarian is any better, you know? Yeah, it has to be viewed in the entire context of the situation. It cannot just be like, oh, because it's a French fry, it's a vegetable, you know, and then it must be healthy for you, you know. So a lot of people, they think that, oh, I'm skinny so I can eat whatever I want, right? Or I have the money so I can spend however I like. So it's kind of like how mindful you want to be with your life, I guess.
Or if I'm skinny, that means I'm healthy, which is not true.
Yeah. So basically it's possible to buy very, very clean meat products. And it's also very possible to buy very, very chemicalized vegan products. Does that make sense? It's because it's a capitalist society, right? Whatever you want to sell, people will want to buy, right?
Also, if you talk about environmental impact,
Susan is like, hang on, I don't eat beef.
stay out of this conversation. No, but in certain, I've actually watched this documentary. It's like this town in Russia where like basically they only have livestock animals, and they don't have very fertile land. So vegetables are very expensive there, and it's a very, very cold area. It's like negative 40 degrees Celsius kind of like, that's like a normal temperature kind of weather. So they have to eat a lot of meat in order to survive the very harsh winters.
And
then
alcohol,
they say, fair enough.
typical, right?
That's actually a not a true scientific fact though. Alcohol actually lowers your...
Yeah, but my point is that all the Russians that I know, all my Russian friends, right? All my Russian friends are all smokers and drinkers, you know?
Very nice.
Like all of them.
Yeah, but
of course, I'm
basically
sure that there are people who don't lah, but all the ones that I happen to know are all... yeah.
No, but the point is like this in these like kind of like places, actually eating meat will actually like lower your environmental impact because that area that you live in actually has its own source of livestock. Whereas like vegetables
but that is not healthy for your body lah.
Maybe they've adapted to be able to... I mean, the environment also is such that
Maybe be a polar bear or something.
Yeah, the calories that you consume basically are expended very quickly because your body...
It's not about that, you know. It's not about consuming and whatever calorie intake and everything. I get what you're saying, but the argument for not doing meat anymore is not a caloric thing, because even if you eat vegetables, you still have calories, what? In fact, when you take vegetables, you need to take more calories. Yeah. I think I'm
But I'm
done with my
talking.
first towel.
Oh, so far.
What?
There you. I keep looking to the bottom left because like that's where you usually are. And I'm like, what's that? Like, oh, Susan. Then I'm like, where am I?
Oh, yours is
Yeah.
the right for you, is it?
Yeah, usually
Oh.
I'll see. I think the way
Well,
that we see ourselves different from how it's recorded. Anyways, yeah,
well,
go on.
I think for people who are very reliant on beef and pork, right? Um, there are recent studies that show that there are certain diseases linked to people with high intake of these meats. I mean, I always was someone who loved my beef and my pork lah. Okay, so I'm not knocking on anyone. If this is you, don't be offended, because I do love. I mean, I come from a background where my grandfather will eat pork every day.
I always
Both
thought that
sets
like
of.
chicken was like the main meat produced, not.
Well, again, it's cultural,
Oh,
right? It's cultural. So like Susan will probably be chicken lah, right? I think.
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Susan will be having
chicken.
chicken. And then there are people who have like duck, a lot of duck.
Oh, a lot
So
of duck.
so I think
Game.
my grandparents were always very big meat lovers on
Mm.
all sides. I have three sets of grandparents, not two, three. So all three sets are very big on eating meat. And then of course we also grew up eating meat. So, and for the most part, I've been eating meat all the way until I'm like 40, like half a year ago or something, that I had to stop because it was causing me issues. And then I started learning about why I was having all of these pain issues on the diet that I was lah. Of course, this is not to convert anyone. It's just that explaining why I switched over, which was I switched over because of medical reasons. But if not for the medical reasons, I probably will still be eating meat lah. Yeah. And a lot of when I say environmental factors, I also mean like environmental factors in terms of pollution. So there are people who are dropping meat because um, you can't guarantee how clean the meat is, you know? So unless you are probably living like Ildica in New Zealand, where like the farmer down the street or something like that, and you can buy off of him like fresh, very, very fresh meat, you can't guarantee the cleanliness level of meat nowadays because most of it comes frozen, or like not fresh lah, basically not like immediate cow and then comes to your table. And also like there are studies that show that how we freeze fish and seafood. So there are studies that actually say that sometimes we don't know, but sometimes there are incidences where the frozen food is kept for more than 3 years before it reaches your table. So in terms of if you are going to think about it in a body loving mindset, then what are you putting into your body? Because everything will decompose at some time, right? So it's a kind of like how much pollution can your body put up with? So if I go to the stream and I catch a fish, now that is fresh. And freshwater fish, usually you can tell that it's free of pollutants and stuff like that if you are in a very pristine area. But what if it's like salt water and it's like comes to you at a restaurant? You can't guarantee what, right? And for that matter, are you able to afford? Because I know a lot of people cannot afford like a completely organic diet, because I mean food prices have been going just higher and higher, especially after the pandemic and then the war. So sustainability is also an issue, and also like thinking about how long the food has been frozen in the fridge, like or in the freezers, before you are. Sometimes you don't even know how long they have been frozen when you buy them. Because sometimes the shelf life is like 3 years, and then as long as they sell it to you legally, they are within that 3 years they are protected by the law. So they can do it. They can still sell it to you, and you can still take it home, accidentally thinking that, oh, it's within the expiry date, what, you know? So it's stuff like that that make some people actually turn from eating meat. Of course, I knew about this even before I became vegan. But of course, now that I have all these sensitivity issues, then I've become more aware lah. I'm not saying that anyone should convert into veganism, because I personally don't believe in forcing anyone to do anything. And of course, I still try to get my husband to take some fish sometimes, you know, stuff like that. So I do see like a balanced point of view. It's just that for me right now, my body is not doing very well with meat. So I've actually decided to pause my meat intake for the indefinite future lah. Yeah.
I think also the other section, I'm not saying like what you say is wrong, but the other part of this discussion is that in some ways being able to be a vegan is also a privilege in certain aspects, in certain places, in certain countries. Oh, hold on.
Why?
Lights went out.
Because vegan options are usually more expensive than cheaper.
That's not exactly true, you know. Going vegan has actually saved my household money.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends lah, because if you are buying impossible meat every day, then you're not saving money lah.
Yeah, but also
It
mean
depends
like in
on
terms
what
of
you are doing, you see. Because
what you're purchasing.
if I am eating vegetables and mainly eating vegetables, my bill comes up to less, you know. If I'm buying from the grocery shop or the supermarket, my bill comes up to less, because one packet of vegetables that's like 300 grams or something, right, can fill my entire meal. But of course, the point is not to only eat one type of vegetable lah, right?
But I'm saying like in like certain places, like where like they are,
like Singapore is small enough and we're
No,
a country.
our vegetables are very expensive compared to other countries, because we don't produce our own.
Yeah, so I'm saying no matter what, all foods are imported. But in certain places where like they are food deserts where you have to travel very far to get to a decent grocery stores, sometimes people are not able to afford even like fresh fruits and vegetables.
But
So
there
there
are things
is-
like frozen vegetables also, you know. Of course, again, the nutrition value is a different thing lah, right? But overall, right, if you are food scarce, right, meat still costs more, because the cost of meat, right, the cost to produce meat for a farmer is many times the cost of producing vegetables.
That's true, but I mean like unhealthy
Yeah.
things, like people wouldn't even be thinking about like meat and all. Maybe they might just be eating full grains like pasta, rice, cereals, things that like canned products that don't cost a lot of money. You know? Because like these people might not even have the ability to think about like, oh, I'm gonna like buy fresh meat or even like frozen meat. They might not even be able.
Yeah, so that's all food in that area lah, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So
I'm food scarce area.
Yeah, but you see,
like-
there are vegetarian or vegan options that can keep very long, like buckwheat or grains. Those are vegan as well, right? You know, like a soybean, you know, like a black bean, you know, those are vegan items as well, you see, that can keep very long. So there are options lah. It's how far are they willing to take it lor, you know. Okay, I think we spent too long on what was a very simple question, and then I think Susan Yo is probably falling asleep.
So I'm very happy. Yeah, I can do my
Susan's
12
like,
fast
I'm very happy.
Yeah, don't call me. I don't eat beef. Well, if you don't eat beef and then you eat other meat, do you prefer the chopped version, like the piece or a fillet version, or the?
So Susan, you've
I
eaten beef
prefer-
before?
Yes, I eaten
to
beef
She
before.
said until
I
she's
like
20,
the
right?
beef noodles, you know. In JB, there's
Okay.
a very famous beef
Aya,
noodle,
you
very
full of
nice.
rubbish. I don't
So
eat beef.
it's
I like the beef noodles.
so is
Yeah,
your
yeah, this is the
allergic.
one that I ate before. Yeah.
Oh.
When I'm young.
So
Mm.
you're allergic.
No, I'm not allergic to the beef.
You just
Now I can
decided to not
remember
eat.
why I stopped. I now
Okay.
when listen to you all, I remember why I stopped that.
Okay, why you
Because
stop?
I have a friends that she shared to me that when they the farm with the all the cow this thing, right,
Yeah.
the process is actually not environmental friendly
Correct.
because yeah, the process not only the process the food, or is when they want to maybe get all the weeds for the cow to eat, then the land, all those things is very not is
Yes.
very not
Resource
friendly, the
intense.
environment friendly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I think from that time I stopped eating the beef.
Oh,
Yeah.
then so
So
long
yours
ago
is an
until cannot remember.
environmental reason.
For beef is that but for the duck, I don't eat duck also.
Because it's
That one
gay.
is
Why?
because of the allergy.
Oh, okay, you're
Because last
allergic.
time I have the eczema, then the Chinese doctor says that avoid the ducks.
Then chicken eh?
Chicken,
No
when
choice.
the eczema
So poor thing.
when it happened, I need to avoid also. But the
Oh,
duck
shit,
is
the
the one that
eczema.
I totally avoid, even though I have
So
no
then you
symptom on that
what
Susan?
point
do
of
you
time.
eat? Fish, pork.
Fish, pork, chicken.
So Susan, do you have
Does it say
asthma
cannot
as
eat
well?
chicken?
I don't have asthma.
Oh, because a lot of people with eczema,
Mm.
sometimes correlation they have asthma as well.
No lah, it's not
Don't get through.
related.
No, no, but it's like
It's
it's
not
not.
related.
There is this. It's kind of like people with
Maybe
ADHD
some
also
people
have.
are.
Yeah, some people lah. So I just wondering whether when she's a child.
Susan, she just don't like you lah.
Why I don't like you? I like you. You make sourdough bread. Why I don't like you? How's
Susan,
that?
she only like you for the
So
sourdough bread.
if one day I don't bake sourdough anymore, then you don't like me lah.
You very long time never bake sourdough bread for me.
She already
So you don't
hinting
like me
you
now?
already. That's why
Between
she's thinking
six
on you.
months.
You don't know ah. Aiyo.
Overdue to give me sourdough bread. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, can we move on to the
when we
next?
meet.
Can
Can.
You're not tired. Continue.
I went,
Okay,
I went
1 to 4. So do we go backwards or
before
what?
before we finish this,
Ay.
I went to search asthma and eczema are linked to inflammation.
Yeah.
So if you have one condition, research suggests that you are more likely than most people to have
Yeah,
the
but
other
inflammation
condition.
is everything.
No, I'm
That's
just
what I was
saying
trying to tell
the
you.
research says that if you have one, you're more likely to have the other. So I just thought to ask.
Yeah, so
Okay,
my point, right, is that inflammation causes a lot of illnesses, including cancer, right?
Okay.
So if you are talking about if it's linked, so my point just now was, well, how is it linked? Is because if you want to say that it's inflammation and everything is linked, then everything is linked already.
Stress also.
Yeah, even not enough sleep
Stress,
also.
very good. Then what
Yeah.
else?
If you realize that when you don't sleep well for a prolonged period of time, you actually put on weight.
Because of your metabolism system takes
No,
a
it's
hit.
inflammation.
Oh, I thought it's metabolism.
No, it's immune system, not metabolism. Wrong system.
Throw it.
Steph is like, something goes wrong.
Yeah lah, just don't do it can already lah.
I want to sleep.
Sleep properly. God leh. My brain at night very active. Can you please just shut up and just let me go and sleep?
Yeah,
okay.
then last time she
1
will
to
call
4.
me in the middle of the night. My God.
Never. Okay, 1 to
Who
4.
say never?
4.
Wow, I
Moving
should have
along.
recorded it, man.
4. Moving along.
So full of rubbish. Do you have a favorite day in the week, Monday to Sunday? Which is your favorite day and why?
Favorite day of the week. Depends on the
do you have a
month lah.
favorite day?
Thursday.
What kind of a question
I like
is
Thursday because
that?
it's my off day.
I like Thursday also.
Really?
Why?
Why?
Don't know leh.
Because it's
Middle of
Stephanie's
the
off day, then I won't get disturbed.
Very quiet.
Yeah, peaceful day.
Yeah, wow, so quiet.
I no need to answer any question.
Very good.
Aiyo. So Susan also like Thursday. Why?
Mm.
Because it's like
Really?
middle of the week.
Yeah,
Middle of week is
I
Wednesday,
think
what?
so. I
No,
think
what?
it's because you will know that the
7 days.
next day is
Isn't that the
Friday.
next?
The weekend is coming.
Oh, then why don't like Friday?
Mm.
For a moment, I thought my
Mm.
sound cut off on. Actually, just Susan thinking.
Susan is like, hiya, I
Mm.
shouldn't have said that. Hiya,
She said Friday.
hiya.
Save you such
Yeah.
trouble.
Then that's why Friday? Why not Saturday?
When you say Friday, I can understand. But Thursday is an interesting choice. Debbie, like you, like what day of the week do you like? Sunday.
I think I like Mondays.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
right, Mondays is the day that I get most of everything done.
I hate Mondays for that same reason. I feel like everything
Then,
happens on Monday.
hey, hello, you asked me to answer that. Answer that, you cut me off.
Okay, you answer.
How many sourdough is that worth? Okay,
Like the one and a half bite.
what the heck? Well, you see, if I say I like Monday, then I can clear all the work, right? By Monday. Then I will like the rest of the
Hopefully.
week.
Then you cannot like then. But I always feel like Monday everything cocks up for our team.
That's you ah.
You don't feel me? Some
That's
days
for
also
you
you agree with
ah.
me. For some days you agree with me.
Yeah, cause your Monday is messed up, and then because I work in you, so then my Monday is
What
also
kind of
messed up.
nonsense? What kind of nonsense? Look, I put Yerba in a fragment. I quite like it. See, it's in a round.
So
Very
fun.
Susan,
beautiful.
Susan, your tile
Yes.
reminds me of Kat Kwan's Moonlit Dreams, the class for
Oh yeah.
CCTA
Isn't that
in
all our
2021.
tiles?
I haven't
没有
finished her
嘞
class yet.
Hers really look like it.
Oh,
I
okay, very
was,
good lah.
I was
Yeah,
not sure.
so I like Mondays until Stephanie entered my life.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. And then because she entered my life became chaotic.
Then
So
Susan,
then Mondays were chaotic.
Susan, Debbie said that Monday is the first day of the week.
Mm.
But I say that Sunday is no, she said Sunday is the first day of the week. I say Monday is the first day of the week.
Yeah, Sunday
do
is the
you-
first day of the week.
Who do you agree with?
Okay, okay, I think for us that who live in the society that we need to work.
Oh.
So in
society that
the
need to work,
matter
I
of
want to
the
move there
work,
leh.
so
Susan, which society
Monday
do
is
you
the
know
week.
that don't need to work? I want to move there.
Hey,
No,
can you let
as
Susan
long as
finish
you
her reason or not?
Okay,
Yeah. So
reason,
your
reason.
Sunday is the first day of the week. Susan, what do you say? Sunday, right?
I will consider
Yeah, you see
Monday
lah,
is
she interrupt until I also very confused already. Okay,
Monday.
can you say?
because
Monday.
based on the working day.
Yeah.
So your first day is Monday.
To me is that.
But Americans, their calendar start on Sunday, not on Monday.
Yeah.
Then the Jewish, the calendar start on Saturday is the last day of the week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Saturday is the
Sunday
last,
is
so
the
Sunday
first.
is the first.
Yeah,
So Americans
the
and Jewish
logic.
people, because it's God's day, is it?
The Sabbath for the Jewish is on Saturday, ma. I mean, this is historical. Of course, nowadays I don't know whether some people actually change.
Then I remember
to suit.
last time I used to have this downloadable Tangle. So it's like this empty calendar with one box each day they can fill in with a pattern. And then got people request, for my calendar to start on Sunday rather than Monday. Then I had to make 2 versions for each month of the year.
Okay, what?
Yeah, it was quite funny.
What's the issue with that?
No issue, just more work for me.
Aiyah, you everything also work one You nothing also. Aiyah,
It's really
she
true,
is
more work for me. It's okay.
this
No big
bum,
deal.
lazy bum.
Yeah, very bum. That's why when Susan said, in society that work, I'm like, I wish society don't work. I want to move there.
You go to the forest.
What,
Stay in the forest.
wilder society.
You only have day and night.
Then no Wi-Fi so sad.
No need work what?
No need to, yeah.
Yeah, no
Then why you need
no need
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi what?
I still want to go on Instagram and Facebook to see what other people drawing, get inspiration and all that.
You don't have because you no work, you no income, you got no Wi-Fi,
So sad.
no
So
money to
sad.
pay.
Like, I don't want this society. So sad. Maybe when go to
You
heaven,
ever heard of the saying or
heaven
not?
Wi-Fi.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Then
Have you heard of that saying?
never say it.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Children
That's
don't work
actually a
what, but they
saying.
eat what.
I'm talking
They
about grown
play
ups lah. I'm talking about
playing
grown
is their
ups.
works.
Yeah,
Grown
my mother
ups.
used to tell me. My mother used to tell me studying is your work because when you fill in government form, you put your occupation as student. So your job is to study.
Then how come you like that?
I got study. That's why I'm a good student. I just talk a lot. That's all. But I got study. I routinely top of the class for English lit and
Then why you never go back to school?
cause school don't want me. The teachers all 烧脑 with me.
So rubbish.
Okay, where were we? Have we asked?
I don't know.
That's
You
question
all
4.
went very far.
Yeah, question 4. So
Do
now
you have
question
a
3.
favorite day in the week, Monday to Sunday? Which one and why? So I was in the middle of telling you why I like Monday.
Because Stephanie was not around, then I can get a lot of work done. Then now
No,
Stephanie is here.
I like
then jialat.
Monday. I like Monday because I can clear a lot of work on Monday. And then if I can
Ah.
clear a lot of work on Monday, I like the rest of the week.
So if never clear, then the whole week will be bad.
Yeah, and it's Stephanie's fault.
Terrible. See lah, Susan. You must help me make more sourdough bread.
What's
Oh,
the
they did
name
Made
of
for you or
sourdough
made for her?
Make for her. No, the day I make banana bread.
Oh.
Then after that, it's not
Oh.
bad. So next time I go to Debbie's place with you, then I go and make banana bread.
She made banana
okay.
bread.
It was banana good, okay? Don't go and diss my
What's
banana.
the difference between banana bread and the banana cake?
You remind me of the time, one time I taught a class of children. Then I said, can you spell banana? BANANANA. And then the child like look at the floor, then look at
How
me.
many NA
I
are there?
think that's too many NAs. I'm like, yes. Banana bread, banana cake. Maybe it's like the density.
I think it's the flour that's different, you know? Because bread is a different type of flour.
Yeah, so it's the mouthfeel, lah, how dense it is.
And then for the cake, I think it's the sponge cake type of flour, right?
Chiffon kind of, yeah. Lighter lah. It's lighter.
But I still cannot get it. But I still cannot get it. So next time you make
I don't know how to
banana
make banana
bread
cake.
and the banana cake.
I make a
Aiyo.
banana. I make a cake shaped in a banana.
Excuse me, how is this related to my question?
I don't know how we got here.
My question is, do you have a favorite day in the week? Monday to Sunday, which and why? Banana bread.
Susan and I both said Thursday. You said Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Question 3.
Okay, question 3. Do you have a short-term goal that you are aiming for in the remaining months of 2022? And what is it?
Goal.
Wow, this one I also need to think. I don't know short-term goal.
I'm on the last leg of finishing preparations for October Tangles 2022. So it's really the last part.
What's the last part?
The last part is just to
Come to the QC.
put up. No, QC already done. It's just to put up the blog post. So I need to complete the blog post in order for it to be ready. Then I already have the marketing photos and everything all done already. So I have the list.
Wow, very good.
I have done the QC. I just need to do the blog post. So okay, everyone, 1st September you'll go live
How
on
is
7fir.com. It's a short-term goal.
How is that your short-term goal?
It's a short-term goal. It's just getting this done.
Your short-term goal is a blog post.
Yes, it's a blog post and then get into Tangles 2020.
You very easily satisfied, huh?
I am. This one my mom said also. Okay, yeah. Susan, what's your short-term goal?
A lot of short-term goal,
Yeah,
but
what kind
I
of rubbish?
only mention one
Okay,
because
can.
the other cannot tell.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, I know
the
the
short-term
other
goal
one.
until the end of this year is I will wish that I can make my neurographical class introduce it to more people, so that to have more classes, because now I'm since very lazy to not lazy, very I have
No
no
motivation.
drive, no
没有动
motivation
力
to make it to in a, I think it's the momentum. We're
I
still
help you
building the
market the class
momentum
lah, why not?
because I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, so
Wait,
I
wait,
help you
wait.
market first. Then when you are ready, you got
Yeah.
the students already.
She help you market.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe you should have like a small intro class first. Then
Yeah, I had it. I think I had it since last year, but
Had
it's
what?
not
Intro
very frequent. The intro
Oh.
to is a free class to intro to online to some people. I think I did it twice or more than
Is
that.
it
I think so.
is it via Zoom?
Yeah, via Zoom.
Okay, then anyone interested in signing up for Neurographica class with Susan, she's a certified Neurographica teacher, can direct message her on Instagram at
Thank you very much.
susanyo.czt. Yeah.
Actually, I saw that Osvaldo wanted to join your
Yeah, I saw that.
neurographical class.
But I'm not
Yeah.
prepared. I'm not well prepared.
Yo,
Yeah.
Susan, this one really now
Hey,
you're
I tell
like
you, this one got many excuses, you know.
Yeah, that's why I say that the momentum is not
But you know, momentum also is like that Debbie said, if you have the student, then that will make you more
Yeah.
motivated to
yeah,
do it.
I believe so.
Because if you don't have anyone chasing behind you, then you won't do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I tell you what, we go and find student for her.
Can.
Wait, don't
First one
now.
is Os.
Not for
After this
August,
end, we go and
please.
at Oswando High.
After August.
We
After
heard that you,
August.
then we can plan now.
We
Hi,
can do
we heard that you are interested.
a Spanish version also.
Yo.
Ask
very busy.
Osvaldo to help you translate.
Very good. Give him like free seat to sit in, then he help translate. Very good.
You're very stressed.
Haven't even had the English and Chinese one, I already have Spanish. Very good.
Yeah.
No lah, I think it will come in time lah. I think this year has just been very stressful.
And then
Especially
July.
July. Yeah. I didn't expect my July to be hijacked, you know.
Just sick the whole month. Off.
Not even me only, my husband also. And then yeah. But I tested yesterday and I was negative still. So I'm still negative. Yeah. So the irony is that the person with the worst immune system still hasn't got it. I don't think I will get it already lah at this point. I don't think I'll get it already. Because for him, right, he just this morning he had a faint positive. So probably tomorrow will be negative. But it is it is already his like 9th day or something like that. The 9th day? I cannot count. 9th day. Yeah, so it's like his 9th day. No, he has one colleague 4 days only or something like that.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's
so
okay.
short.
Is it
I don't know.
they were positive for longer than they didn't know? Then they out there infecting everyone.
I don't know. But for me, I have been testing for almost the entire month of July already lah. So it's not me.
Very good.
I don't know how many test kits I've used.
Yeah, man.
Stimulate the
Good
economy in
yeah,
this
man.
way. Next time we don't teach art, okay? We don't teach Tangle. We
We
go and create
invest
test
in-
kits.
And masks.
Joy, I don't want.
Rubbing alcohol.
If you need to have a lot of test kits means the virus is still around. Don't want.
Hey, you
we
know
earn
how
other
much
kind of money.
they-
Don't earn this money. Earn other
What
kind of
they
money.
make, you know? Wow.
Don't make this
Especially
money.
Pfizer,
No.
Then you know the vaccine caused me so many issues, right? So my vaccine was by Pfizer, for example, right? And then the medication that they tried to give me is also by Pfizer, you know. So I feel like
It make you
Pharma is up to something, right?
They make you sick, then they cure you.
You know the conspiracy theory, right? Yeah.
What's the conspiracy?
That Big Pharma is purposely causing all the viruses and the illnesses and the stuff like that, so that people will be reliant on them, and then their stock prices will go up, right?
You
Because
say
their
it's
profit go up.
You say it's a bio weapon that can more
Yeah.
lah. You say
So
Big Pharma,
they get funding basically this way.
Yeah,
I
what
think
Susan
there are
said is true.
some movies, you know, that talk about these, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
Alex,
quite
Alex was watching one yesterday.
yeah, it's quite chilling Actually what they say actually sometimes it makes you think, you know. But I'm not an anti-vaxxer lah. I do believe in doing my part for society. It's just that my body cannot take the vaccine and my body is acting up every time I come into contact with the flu bug and the COVID bug. So, yeah. Well, so Steph, what is your short-term goal is Inktober, is it?
So short-term goal is new graphical class. What is your
Okay,
short-term goal?
my short-term goal is to just get through 2022. I'm so done with this year. I just so sick of the pandemic.
Don't feel
And
sick.
I remember she mentioned this
well.
last year also, right?
yeah,
The short-term goal
I
still
don't know.
stay
I'm
consistent.
so. I mean, how are we still inside this pandemic? I mean, how are we still
Yeah.
in the middle of a pandemic? You get what I'm trying to say? How long is this gonna last? Right?
Don't
and
know.
then of course short-term goals. I have a lot of projects that are actually sitting on my table.
Is it
And I
literally?
still
Literally, so it's
literally
like
and not
physical.
literally lah. Yeah.
Oh.
So I've got so many things that I want to do, but because of this pandemic, because of all the constraints, the costs are rising,
Debbie-
everything is rising, right? It's very annoying, It's
Debbie
like it's
having
never ending.
Debbie having ideas for thinky
What?
fit classes almost every week. Then every week cannot keep up. But
Yeah.
then a lot of things cannot be done right this exact moment, or like they will take a very long time to do because of the pandemic.
Yeah, and a lot of these ideas are actually very good ideas and valuable ideas in the sense that they will generate income. So I feel that, I mean, yeah, I guess our reach has grown because of the pandemic and I'm grateful for that. But I'm kind of like very tired of it already. Like, like for all the positive thinking and everything that we do, after a while you are also very tired. I mean, you can't be toxically positive the whole time. You still have to come back down to reality at some point, right? Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think getting through the rest of the year, of course, if I want to be more materialistic, I can talk about my house lah. I want my house to be finished like ASAP. Like it's been dragging on since we moved in March, right? But there are still things
Much so far.
that are not done, and there are still things that are all over the place and driving me up the wall.
The snail that Debbie adopted has a nicer house than they do now. His house finished already. His house finished now. Then Debbie and Daniel still down there.
He even
waiting
has a
contractor
second
lah.
house. How
Yeah,
about it?
man, people upgrade.
Yeah. He has
Then Debbie and Daniel
two
still,
tanks
this one
now.
haven't finished. That one haven't finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why need two tanks? One is for
because
staycation.
holiday house.
No.
Yeah.
Because right.
Timeshare house.
Because they so I went to read up about snails and they say that they need soil. Like they need to be able to go into the soil and hide in the soil. And it's supposed to be beneficial for them and their skin and their whatever. Then right and moss okay. So it's supposed to keep them healthy. So I actually went to buy organic soy just for him. One big bag for one tiny little guy. Right? And then he doesn't like the soy,
Why?
So
was such kind of rubbish?
in the beginning, right, when I gave him the soy, right, he will bury in it until I cannot see him for days, So in the beginning he really liked it. And then right, there was one day also he activated in it. Then I'm like, if it's supposed to keep him moist and happy, why is he activating?
Because he don't like the organic. He want the non-organic.
Want the from the downstairs, the
But I cannot give him
Yeah,
non-organic.
the downstairs no organic.
I cannot give him non-organic. It will kill him because there's chemicals inside the soil that will kill snails in public. Like in public places lah. Yeah.
Actually, don't care.
If I want to give him like soil from somewhere, it has to be like a pristine area, where I don't have a pristine area in my area lah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Tell Yudika to bring a bag of soil from New Zealand.
Oh my god, later she gets stopped at customs.
Probably
Cannot. Soy cannot.
Yeah, soy cannot bring one,
Oh yeah, because my mother-in-law said,
don't get her into trouble, please.
Yeah, fair
I don't want to rescue her from jail when she comes.
Bail her out. Hi, welcome to Singapore.
Yeah, then so basically I got him the soy and then I realized that he from time to time he doesn't like it. So there are days where I find him like he has soy, right, but he doesn't want to be inside or he's still
So it's like a
activating or
cat like
something.
that. Decide
Yeah,
one day
so
I
I
don't like this
cannot make
brand of
up.
food.
Yeah, so he cannot make up his mind, you know. Then I realized that okay, it's too much work for me to keep on trying to maintain. Because if he doesn't want the soil, right, I'm gonna clear out the tank. Because if not, right, it will attract all kinds of things, you know, in my house. Right? It will attract bugs and then you'll grow mold and stuff like that. So basically I found that it's easier to have one smaller tank if I'm giving him the soil. Like the smaller tank will be the soil lah. And then when he's not inside or when he doesn't want the soil, I can scrub it out like thoroughly. Then when he doesn't have the soil, he lives in his salad basically. Then I move him out to the bigger tank with more space and his salad and whatever, and then he seems very happy leh. So
Salad is more colorful. Soy is too
Snail can
dull.
see colours ah.
I don't know leh. What can
I
snail
don't
see?
know
I
leh.
also don't know.
Good
I
question.
yeah. So basically I don't think it's like worth my hassle to keep him in soy 24/7. Does it make sense? Because I actually refresh his tank like every other day. So it's very hassle. It's a big hassle if I have like a big tank of soy. So if he's in soy, it's gonna be a very small tank only. And so far it seems to work leh, and he seems very happy now. So we just stick to it lah.
Susan,
Yeah,
you are wrong. Snails cannot perceive colour.
How do
they
you
have-
know
Okay.
though?
I don't know. Mr. Google.
Yeah,
Google.
how does Google know? Can Google see from the eye of a snail? How do
don't know
they
about
know?
This is their scientist research, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my point is how does the scientist know?
They can only perceive very blurry vision. Okay, I go find out how they found out. I go find out how the
Find out
scientists
how they
find out.
found.
Yeah.
Why scientists know?
Find out how they found out.
What is it's an
What
18-year-old
they found?
person that found out about this. Her study involved this is a lady, a young woman called Carly Brown. And her study involved placing snails in choice chambers into which coloured lights were shown, and then the snails' movements were recorded. And then just over 50% moved towards red, suggesting snails do respond to colour. And her research has challenged the traditional assumption that snails' eyes are too primitive to differentiate between colours.
So they can see color, but they cannot differentiate lah.
Apparently, maybe there's like
Then-
some degree
Then
of
that is a
perception to
brain
colours.
thing, not an eye thing. What?
I have no idea. Good to know.
But you get what I'm trying to say?
So maybe it's like cats. Like cats can perceive some colours.
I know that my cats can perceive colors for sure lah. Like they can differentiate the colors that they like, you know. Of course, they can't tell you what is yellow lah,
Yellow?
or blue or whatever, but they know that they like the color. You know? Yeah, Steph is very busy googling. Obviously, her internet works now.
Oh, very spotty. Sometimes he just decides doesn't want to work.
It's like you doesn't want to work.
How many colours can you see? Yeah, sometimes I don't want to work.
Sometimes only, meh? That's all the
Sometimes.
time.
So bad. Yeah, cats can see like they can't really see red, but they can see yellows and blues and some parts of purple.
Is it? But Dexter likes red eh.
They perceive it as brown. They don't really have red cones.
But he can tell brown and red apart. He will go for the red.
Maybe visually like the hue of the red looks different from.
Or maybe side by side, then he will have a preference. Yeah.
Like I know that colorblind people, like if you show them two colors and then you say one is like green and one is blue, sometimes they can guess which one is the green and which one is the blue from experience. So maybe it's like Dexter has experience in that. Maybe the red looks richer in hue.
Yeah, so I want to finish my house now at least. And then I want to move on to other things.
So is the goal by the end of this year everything will be done?
No, like
No?
ASAP. I have people coming on Friday to fix things.
So but like by the end of this year everything should be done lah.
It was supposed to be March.
You're giving very generous schedule.
This is
COVID,
this is the classic case of the timeline.
Then we
Keep
shift.
moving. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
this law. It says like what the task will
What the heck?
shift to take up as much of the timeline that is given.
You think what? Like a turtle
No, it's really true though.
You give the tank, then it will grow
You'll
until
grow.
the
Yeah.
size of it.
That's basically the law. What was it? Task will grow. It's called Parkinson's law.
Why do you have your brain only remember this sort of?
No, because I recently listened to a bunch of podcasts while I was packing kits. So FYI to anyone who's participating in CZTA 2022.
Why this one also
53
got advertisement?
It's not advertisement. It's update. 53 parcels left the studio today. Earlier this afternoon. So I spent a lot of time packing this week. So I like listen to podcasts while I'm like packing. So I like learned a
She
lot of
miss
new
us,
things.
that's why. She miss us.
I mean, I miss you all. Can talk while I pack, right? So like now nobody to talk to, so listen to podcasts.
You can call Susan.
Call Susan. Hi, let's talk.
Why cannot?
Okay lah, next time I pack, then I call. But anyways, Parkinson's law is the idea that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and then I have until next week Tuesday to do it. Then you tell yourself, actually, this week Friday I can do it. But the work somehow will grow so that you will only
That's
finish it.
procrastination my goodness.
Yeah, so it's Parkinson's law lah.
It's procrastination.
Parkinson's law.
Stephanie, it's just procrastination, and it's what you do all the time.
Parkinson's law. I got a shame
Go
to
and tell your mother. It's not procrastination. It's
Parkinson's.
I want to see her
Smack me.
reaction. Very funny.
Smack you.
You say one more time.
To be
So funny.
to be completely clear, my mother does not smack me. She'll just say it just to
Threaten.
disturb. Yeah. Now too big already. I'm like a full head taller than she is. So it's not like she's gonna. Yeah. But anyways. Then I got shame story to tell all of you, to confess to all of you.
This is
I had
what? Your weekly confessional.
confessionals, yes. The adventures of Stephanie and the rubbish that she does through her days.
So Susan is the priest
Yo, Choi, cannot say such things.
Then why?
Impersonate a person of authority, cannot.
It's not impersonating what? Oh,
She don't have the proper. Are we?
I'm not qualified.
No, I mean that is the clergy That one is you need to get proper certification to become an actual priest But the idea behind Christianity is that we are priests. We are part of a priesthood. You see. Okay. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, continue.
Basically, what had happened was that about a week ago, I had this box of food that I put leftover I put in the fridge.
Peaceful again.
Then I cook over the week. I cook new food. So then that box of food was forgotten. And then I think 2 days ago, I suddenly remember, oh yeah, there's a box of food that I hadn't eaten in like a week that's sitting at the back of my fridge. And I just decided I'm just going to leave it. Because I'm scared to open it. Yeah, I'm scared to open it. My anxiety just told me like it's going to be horrible when you open it. So my anxiety's reasoning was leave it. Just forget that it exists.
But 1 week is still not so bad You don't get until 1 month
Yucks. Then anyways, last night while my mom was over, then Alex was there, and then after that Alex opened the fridge and said, what's that smell And then I like decided to confess to him. So I was like, I think it's the old food. Then he was like, old food? Then I was like, yeah, old food. It's like a week plus in the fridge and I haven't taken it out. He's like, why would you do that? Then I was like, I just got anxious
because
about
she's
it. Then
Stephanie.
I just decided to ignore it. Then Alex,
because it's Stephanie.
My husband turned to my mother. She's like, can you believe it? Then he's just been rotting in our fridge. And then he I took out the box, I opened it. Then my mother looked over my shoulder. Then Alex I think the wind was wafting towards him. So he was the first one to smell. He was like, ugh! He's like, it's so foul, throw it away. Then he's telling my mother, why would she do that? She knew about it. How long have you known? And I'm like, I realized that about last week. You're like, then you just left it. What were you intending to do? Yeah.
You see, Susan, this is like a snippet of what we used to have to deal with
Then
before you came.
My mother so resigned to it, she never even say anything.
She gave up already, what?
Because in comparison, I've only been in Alex's life for 5 years, right? And my mom has been with me for my whole life, so she's like, yeah, sounds like something Stephanie would do.
Yo,
Then,
my metallic pen cannot work.
yo, poor thing. Then what? Draw halfway cannot draw.
Yeah. Never mind, I'll find some other alternative. Yeah,
Yeah.
finish your confessional.
So then later on in the night time, then he like remember. Then he's like, "You're so foul, Steph. How can you do that? Then what were you gonna do? If I didn't like point it out that there was a foul smell,
Feed
you
it
should
to
have
him.
left it."
You tell him lah. I would have fed it to you.
Threaten him. I'll be like, next time I'll keep food in the fridge for a week. Then if you are not nice to me,
You say it, I think he will believe it, you know.
He will. He will.
Yeah, he will believe it. That's the irony of it.
She don't want come
Both of
home
them are
later,
so the same.
sleeping at night. Then gonna have like rotten food stuff. Mah.
Can you imagine every time you cook now, he's gonna ask you how old is this food?
Smell.
怕了你哦。
This one cook when ah? Just cook ah? Oh, okay.
Are you sure it's fresh?
Are you sure it's not spoiled? No lah. So yeah, then he was so taken aback. He was like, then you should have just left it there. Like, yeah, I got stressed out. Then I just decided not to deal with
Yeah,
it.
see how disgusting you are.
Then he's like, that's not how you deal with it. Then I'm like, then will you have dealt with it? He's like, no, but that's not the point. I was like, yeah. So, anxiety, very good. Just ignore the problem. Then the problem.
Why do you behave like a 10-year-old sometimes?
It's just
I'm very curious.
mental problem.
What mental problems?
My anxiety is like, it's just gonna be too terrible. Just leave it be. And then we just live with the issue.
This is like the sofa all over again, you know.
Yes. Let's just not tell anybody. Nobody will know.
So horrible.
Hey, but I've grown, okay. At least sometimes the like.
Hello, it took your mother to
voice.
yell at you.
No, I told her, okay. I, on my own decision, decided to go and fix the problem.
Hello, it's my sofa.
Yeah, but I was honest with you, see? So I just had
You
this
were honest with me only after your mother told.
No, I didn't. I was the one that told her. I had a moment where I thought to myself, maybe I shouldn't tell Debbie. You go and rewatch the recording. I'm quite sure that's how I told the story because that's how you
No, because you told me that you told your mother first. And
Yes,
then you found the solution first. Then you came to tell me.
No, I wanted to tell you. Then I told my mother I had this thought in my head where maybe I shouldn't tell Debbie. She's like, cannot. Then I'm like, yeah, I know cannot.
Ayo, my God, you are almost 30 years old leh.
No lah, still okay lah. At least I'm responsible.
No, not at least.
Right, Susan?
Yes.
Yes.
And at least you confess.
Yes, exactly.
Good.
Okay, so that was the weekly adventures of Stephanie. Tune in next week for another adventure.
Oh my God.
Hopefully that does not involve
You want to have it every week?
Every week usually got some rubbish that I do.
Yeah, every week. Last time used to be every day.
Yeah, last time used to be every day. That's true. So now I see improvement.
Susan, my life very long.
Not every day is the daily adventures of Charlotte. So Charlotte is the one that's doing rubbish.
How can you compare yourself to a 4-year-old?
Different, the same. Last time small, then do nonsense. Then now not small, so now it's weekly adventures of Stephanie. Okay, what's the next question?
I don't want to ask already.
Scared to answer. Tired already. All right. Everybody was fun.
Okay, number 2. Give a shout out to 3 of your CGT friends. Remember we did this last month? So we're going to do it once a month.
Yo, then I don't even have enough friends there. The B.
Then go make more friends.
I'm very shy. Then go out to random CCTs, be like, hello, can I feature you in next month's shout out?
Feature you.
No, you know why? Because
just pretend to be my friend.
You know why? You know why not? Because I realized that, if we feature some, and then we should feature all, as many as we can. Yeah. And then it's kind of like to thank them.
Can it be like people that we've never had conversations with, but like we...
How is that your friend? How can you call that person?
Well, I don't know Chrissy Murphy, but I said that I like her art style the last time. Right? Oh. now. See?
Okay, so then I should have banned you the last time.
Fair enough. But I got not enough friends. By like next month, I will have no friends to like list out already.
Then that's your problem. Go figure it out.
Susan, how?
This
You
is
got
the
enough
problem
friends?
that Charlotte is facing in school also. No friends. Oh my god.
She don't want friends. You have enough friends or not, Susan?
Not enough eh.
Then how? Only
You
Debbie
see,
is the
I have a
social
lot of friends, but CCT friends if you really say that friends who you know each other very well, then I have
No need to
They
know
be
each
not
other.
many
It's
leh.
not friend lah. Aiyo, oh my god. I don't know you very
No,
well lah.
knowing each other very well, then how can you call it as friend?
Huh?
not
I don't
knowing
If you are
each
not
other.
knowing each other very well, then how you call she or he is your friend?
You
So you
know
be
that person,
acquaintance
you have
only.
talked to him.
I never
I'm not
talk to
asking you
her.
to 找老公eh.
I already have a 老公. I already have a husband.
I already have, so I don't need to find.
Yeah lah.
Fine, now one. Spare in case.
I don't want one enough.
Stephanie got Italian dreams.
Italian dreams? When? Oh,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, what? She had a double life.
Yeah.
What's that?
What was it? How did the dream go? I
I
knocked my
remember.
head, then I forgot.
Actually, I remember the whole thing eh. Should I
Wow,
tell,
yeah, you go.
should I tell it for
Yeah.
you?
Please.
So one day,
Then I get to
Stephanie
relive it.
called me, and then I thought what happened, because she sounded very serious. She told me, Debbie, I had this dream, it's so vivid, and multicolor and surround sound. And I look at her like, okay.
You're watching the movies?
Yeah.
So,
Got.
so she told me that I had this very vivid dream, and then right in this dream right I was already married, and then I have Charlotte, and then I have Alex, right? But one day I was traveling in Europe, and then a car hit me and I got a concussion.
Wow.
And then I woke up and I was married to this guy with a son. So we had a son.
Have another life lah, basically.
And then
like I forgot all my
another day
memories.
I had another accident and I had another concussion, and I woke up and then I remembered Charlotte and I don't remember the guy with the son. And then the guy was, oh, my love, or don't know, something like that. I look at her like, this person are really very weird.
No, I think it was. Then you had a concussion. Then you forget your previous life. So I forgot my life with Alex and Charlotte. Then I went on to continue to live my life in Europe. Then I found this guy. And then I married him. Then had a child with him. And then had another accident. And then I have another husband in Singapore with a daughter. And nobody know. Very good.
Yeah, so I don't know where her mind is. I hope.
In Europe.
I
think I did tell Alex about it. Then he was okay with it. As okay as he can be.
It's a dream, what? How do you not be okay with it? It's just a dream.
Like, what the heck?
If he's not okay with it, then
ban you from going to Europe in future.
No, you don't sleep. You cannot dream.
No cars allowed.
No, you cannot go to
From
Europe.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Ban you from sleeping. You cannot dream anymore.
Yeah, how dare you?
What you expect him to do? So weird. You don't sleep, you cannot dream. What you expect him to do? So funny.
Can dream. Don't dream about weird Italian men that marry you.
No more Italian food in future.
Yeah, spaghetti. No more for you. Pizza, no
pizza.
more for you.
Susan, 我们吃就好。
Yeah.
So sad. So sad.
唉
What's the question?
Shout out to 3 CCT
Oh, yes,
friends.
yes.
I don't
Wow,
know
how did
how. We went to Italy and back. Land
Oh,
of
my
Fabriano
goodness.
paper.
Yes. Maybe that's why I chose an Italian guy. Anyways, 3. How many? 3 people, is it?
Yeah,
How many people is that? You want to go first?
I also
You.
thinking.
Oh,
I also
must
thinking.
think.
So we can think a while. I plan to do this regularly lah. So you all start making friends, okay?
Ah. Then I will ask my student, all go to CCT seminar so that I can name you all.
Yeah, it has to be a
You think people print
CCT.
money or what? At the drop of the hand.
Hey, but really, later I'm going to shout out to another few that who went to seminar.
Cannot just be like a regular Tangler, must be a CCT.
Yeah, because the point is to promote them as artists, as tanglers, as CCTs.
But who did we feature last week?
Oh.
The last time.
You said Chrissy Murphy, I said your
then?
mom, and then I think I said Midori, and then I think I said Utica also.
Midori Furuhashi, is it?
Yeah, so you cannot say already, yeah, basically.
Oh,
So by
unfortunate.
making friends also cannot friends that who has mutual friend with Debbie. So if all
No.
mentioned, then cannot.
It's
And then
a
like
very
that, you all no need to
small.
talk already.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
small pool. I was gonna
No
say.
need.
So rubbish, the boy you are. Then like that only I answer a question. What the heck?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, rubbish.
I'm very stressed.
This live show,
Me too,
I
very
I'm like thinking
stressed.
that
host,
who do I
do
know?
the tangle, I ask the question.
You should widen the range. Can be just any tanglers, you know?
Yeah, but my point is that we want the CCT to be able to have people visit them and then promote them as CCT so that they can teach them. Right?
Mm.
Okay, I think I have two already. So I will wait a while for my third one to appear. Actually, the both of you know all the instructors, what?
But I wouldn't consider me friends with them.
Oh.
Mm.
So is this another confession?
No, it's just business associate.
Mm.
We're cordial
That's why I thought also.
relationship. Yeah.
Cordial relationship. You stand one side, please. Don't come near me.
Don't touch me. Yes. Don't come near me.
So horrible. I'm sure there are some lah. If you think about it, right, you will be able to think of. I'm very sure because you know a lot of people that I also know, and you are also close to some of them. Cannot be zero.
No, it's not zero. I thought of two.
Okay, you start first. If not, later you say I take yours.
Oh, I thought of another one. Okay.
Okay, go.
Alicia Ray.
Mm.
So I think she runs the company Mind and Tangle, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. Yeah. So her Instagram feed very cute. It's like yellow theme. That's her like company branding color. So quite cute. Yeah. So Alicia visited the reason that I know Alicia is because she is Debbie's friends. Then she had a trip to Singapore, and then Debbie was like, "Hey, you come along lah. Then we meet her." Then I was like, "Okay." And then went with her. Then the interesting thing is that Alicia is she's a native Spanish speaker and her English is not that fantastic. It's conversational. But
Well, her English is better than our Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish is even worse than that, I was going to say. So basically it's very cute. We will like say something and then she like sometimes she'll catch it, she'll understand, and then sometimes she's like, huh? And then we have to like use Google Translate. And then it could work for some reason. Like we had very nice conversations on that day. So that was interesting.
And food?
And food, yes, was very nice. So it was a fun time spent. So Alicia Ray is one. Then my next one is the other Midori.
Yeah, see, you
What's
do
her
have
surname,
what? I know it
remember
starts
her
with
surname.
O.
Oh,
It starts with O.
I don't want to like, say wrong thing, but anyways, Midori, her Instagram page is midori.pause to admire. So she's a different Midori from Midori Furuhashi. But she's a CCT too. She's a more quiet, less involved in the teaching classes. I think most of her classes for this Midori is she teaches in-person classes. So
Does she still teach?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think she teaches anymore. I think after the
her
pandemic,
mask,
right?
yeah.
A lot of the people that we know, right? Either they managed to switch onto remote
To
teaching
pivot, yeah.
during the pandemic, or some of them have given up, right? Yeah.
The
So
last
that
class she taught
was one reason why I think that we should promote CCTs, because most of them have had a lot of difficulties, over the pandemic.
Some of them don't want to pivot to virtual classes. But the last class that this
Some of them
Midori
cannot afford, dear. You need equipment, right?
phone now, why? Anyways, the last class that
Phone also is money.
the last class that this Midori taught was 7 weeks ago. So I think she's still teaching. It's just if you're having an in-person class, usually you don't really promote it online that often. So you might not hear from her as often as the other Midori Furuhashi.
Well,
Yeah, but she's
Midori
a very nice
Furuhashi
person.
is very prolific, so I think different cannot compare also lah.
They just have different ways of marketing their
Different
classes,
audience,
different styles,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
styles of teaching. Yeah, but this Midori is very nice also. Yeah, I think she was my classmate actually, CCT 21.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think that's how we got to like talking to each other. Like, oh, you're CCT 21. I'm also CCT 21. She's very nice, very polite.
You mean you
very
didn't
kind.
meet there?
Oh, I don't think I stuck to my mom.
You stuck to your mom.
Yeah, I didn't really interact with other people. Go away. I don't want to talk to
黏
you.
住，黏住。
Yeah. So
Poor
that's
mom.
the second one, Midori. And then the last one is Francois Lip. You can find her on Instagram at FPLSH. Yeah. So she's also a very lovely person. Very bright, bubbly, very easy to make friends with her. Can talk to her about a very
I like her
wide
style.
range of things. Yeah. Yeah.
I like her
Very
style.
nice. Oh, and she used to be a very active member in Traveling Tangles. And then she had this basically she made friends with this other Tangler through Traveling Tangles. And then between the two of them, they would like pass opus tiles to each other. They would send opus tiles to each other. And they became friends through Traveling Tangles project, and they appreciated the opportunity of having found each other through Traveling Tangles so much that they sent an opus tile that they had completed with each other to me. And then I look at the postage fees. The postage fee was so ridiculous and expensive because opus tile is a very large item, right? But it's large but flat. But because it's so large, then the courier services charge disgusting rates for it. And then I felt very touched that they even bothered, number one, to create an artwork for me. Number two, they didn't balk at the prices to ship to Singapore, and they sent it to me. So I had it framed in my house, in my room, for me to look at every day. So yeah, very nice of them. I think it's her and Maggie, if I remember correctly. Might be wrong. Don't trust me on that.
Maggie.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Maggie Lou.
Okay, I don't know who is it.
But I don't know Maggie. I just know Francois. Yeah. So go on. Who's next? Who wants to? Susan, you got think of your 3 people.
That was your 3, yeah. So one was Midori, Francois, and
Alicia.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry,
Don't
I'm just
try to
asking because I
discount.
can't remember. No. Okay, fine. Yeah. Trying to listen. Yeah.
Teasing. Okay, Susan, you want to go next?
Okay. The 2 that I want to mention is actually
How
my
come 2 only?
first.
Yeah, why?
Wait
She
lah.
got discount. Maybe she only thought of 2.
Wait, be patient. 2 of them is actually my first and second Zentangle teachers. Who are also Debbie's classmate, which is Michisu and also Xinyi.
Yeah, see, so you see, when I go last, I'm actually doing you a favor because I know all these people.
Yeah.
That's why I keep quiet first.
Okay.
How come you got 2 teachers, Susan?
Because they went to
First
get
and
certified
second.
together, and then they form a partnership together.
Oh.
No,
At that time,
it's not.
is it?
It's not. It's not. They are
Then?
not in the partnership when I take the course from them.
Okay.
Is Sini Ho is the first teachers that taught my basic class.
Mm.
I think that time is a yoga studio that in my city they invite her to JB to conduct the basic course.
Oh, so nice.
So I attended that, yeah. So there's a chance so that I can attend the Zentangle class in JB. Otherwise, at that time, there's no
No
Zentangle
Zentangle.
teachers in my area.
Mm.
So I actually the first CCT that I approached is Michisu. I asked her, are you going to come to JB to conduct any class for Zentangle? I look for teacher, you know.
So
Yeah.
hardworking.
So
Why
yeah,
you
very
never look for
hardworking. That's
Singapore
why,
teacher?
Far away.
yeah lor, I don't know why leh.
Never occurred to you.
She don't want to learn from us.
Yeah. No, the time
No, but
I
that point
still
of time,
don't know y'all.
but at that point of time also very few Zentangle teachers active in Singapore. So
Who says? Who says if she can have both my classmates, that means I was around already. Yeah, not.
maybe
Hello?
not as widely publicized at that point in time.
Okay, the language you publicize is English. What I search is for Mandarin. Yeah, that's why I can't find you. Yeah.
Oh.
So I asked Michisu that,
I
then
tell you
she says that there's no class. So
Ai.
until I think few months later, then Xin Yi go to JB, then I just attend. Yeah.
Oh.
So then the second teacher is because I went to KL for I think I attend a charity event which combined the Zentangle and also the yoga.
Oh.
So Michisu is the one who conduct that course. Yeah. So I'm very grateful for both of them to introduce the Zentangle to me. Actually, I also 送上门啊.
Susan entire
Yeah, I
life
go and
also
find the
somewhere.
teacher. Yeah, ayo. Okay. So for the third one, I still cannot think of it.
Never mind, you let me go first, then I come
Yeah,
to you.
please
You
go
no need
ahead.
to end the live show already. Cause still got one more
Yeah.
question.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, right, I think because by nature of us being the host of the event, CCTAE, over the years we have managed to talk to a lot of people lah. CCTs and otherwise. But like I said, we are focusing on CCTs because we feel that a lot of CCTs their income has been somewhat affected by the pandemic. There are CCTs who can no longer teach because of their circumstances and stuff like that, and also logistics lah. Because when you run online classes, it's like a whole different ball game. You have to keep up with social media. You have to do a lot more things just to. I mean, just when it's in person class, you just show up, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like slightly different, especially if you are older CCT, as in age, not by seniority in terms of the numbers. So I guess this is one reason why we are sticking to CCTs lah, just to give them the opportunity, to be heard or seen by our audience as well. So I guess the last time round when we did this question, I talked about Midori Furuhashi, and then I talked about Yudika, and I talked about Joni To, Steph's mom, right? So basically today I think I should also make the rounds. Oh no, I think I talked about Diana Shure. Yeah, I talked about Diana Shure, not Midori, I think. Yeah. Or is it? Or did you talk about Yudika or something like that?
I'm trying to find. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so my point is that because we all know all of them, so it's kind of like overlapping.
Must keep like running tab on who the people who we mentioned.
So basically today I thought of Nina Dreyer Golditz, if I'm not mistaken, if that is how to pronounce. I hope I'm not butchering the name. Yeah, so Nina is a very supportive friend of mine. We met sometime last year, also through CCTAE. And over the past year, we've been talking a lot. She has a foster horse that I'm very interested about because when I was a kid, I used to think of like horse riding as something that I wanted to do. But then eventually my parents never gave me any opportunity to horse ride. Also in Singapore, it's not a very feasible pastime due to lack of space and high costs. So horse riding was something that Nina is interested in, that actually I got curious about her lifestyle lah. Yeah, so we talk about horses, we talk about her her foster horse, and then we talk about mental health issues as well. So Nina is one of my friends. And then I'll probably tag her. I think Steph will tag your friends, right? In your post.
Yes.
So we will also tag them just to like a form of gratitude. Just give them some exposure as well. So I'll tag her in my post. Another person that has made an impact on me that I think I would like to give a shout out to is Brenda Shaver. So Brenda runs the Tangle On and Spring Fling events in Ontario, Canada. And Brenda is someone that once you are in our community of CCTs, you can't really miss her because she is so prolific and prominent, right? She's always been there lah. Basically, she's like a landmark already, you know. Yeah, so she's been around for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, it's definitely been more than 7 years because I've been around for 7 years, you know. So she's been around for a long time, and we only got to talk more over the pandemic because we always were so busy running our own things and stuff like that. Although we are part of the same community and we have been in the same Facebook groups, we have been seeing each other around lah, basically, you know, in the same circles. But during the pandemic, and Brenda is one of those who didn't make the switch to remote teaching. So unlike Stephanie and I, we teach both in person, remote. You ask for it, you name it lah. I mean, you name it, we teach it lah. You know. So we teach all kinds. We teach workshops and stuff like that. But Brenda, basically doesn't do online classes because she has nerve issues, and she has pain issues, and so during the pandemic, they were not able to run the Tangle Ontario or the Spring Fling that she does. So we started talking last, this is probably 2020. Yeah, 2020. Like earlier part of the pandemic, we started talking. And then we realized how similar we were in a lot of ways. I guess it is maybe when I say it like that, it doesn't feel like a very special or unique friendship. But Brenda and I, right, we discovered that she's exactly 30 years older than I am. So to connect with someone who is 30 years difference in terms of age and connect on such a level, for us felt like a precious gift lah. Yeah, because she's 70 this year. Yeah, so Brenda Shaver. So I'll tag her again later as well. And another person that I like to shout out to is Sandy Kelly Jones. So Sandy,
sorry, Debbie.
Yeah.
I think Steph
Yeah, I saw
is
it.
offline. Yeah, do you see the request?
Yeah. Don't think so. Okay, let me try and invite her. Okay, I've invited her, but I don't know whether she can see or not. Let me try again. Well, I can see her joining. I think she's in. Yeah. So another person is Sandy Kelly Jones. Sandy Kelly runs the Today's Tangle groups in Facebook.
Hello.
She has weekly prompts as well. And one of her weekly prompts for Today's Tangles, the classic group, usually is something that I like to incorporate in my weekly tangling. So I find that her prompts are very interesting and very well curated. I try to take part in them whenever I can actually. Yeah. So Sandy Kelly Jones, Brenda Shaver, and who was the last one I said? Oh dear. Who was the first one that I said? Now I can't remember. Oh, Nina. Nina, yes, Nina. Sorry, I forgot you, Nina, for the moment. I'll tag them all. I think Steph dropped out again, you know. Hello, Steph. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, back.
Hopefully
Oh
I'm
dear.
back. Good heavens.
Hi, Steph. Are you back?
In, out. Shake it all about.
Well, you draw moon string, right? So heavens ah.
Is that yeah. I was gonna
So
say,
Susan
is
got
that
the
all?
third one or not? Susan, the third one? No more.
No.
No more.
Okay, you
Next
owe
week.
us, huh?
Yeah.
I need to find more
Please
friends.
DM
Who want to
her.
friends with
Please
me?
DM her.
Aya,
You know what you
please
should do,
lah.
Susan?
You
should go
very
through her
embarrassing
Instagram.
Aya.
You should go through who you follow
But
on
it's true.
Instagram. Then after that, if you like this person, then you CCTV go and message them. Can I feature you in my next
No.
But
I know
very funny,
Susan's
right?
I know Susan's
Only
style.
only friend with
they get
people
exposure
when I want to feature.
No, you know what is Susan's style not? No, Susan's
Yeah.
style is different. Susan's style is lay long.
Next life I don't want to come in anymore. Next month,
very long.
罢工.
Next life, how many lives do you plan on living?
Yeah.
I think I'm done with one, you know?
No, I'm not Stephanie.
Oh, man.
He said once
Instagram live.
the rest of this month come. Then September.
Oh yeah,
then
okay.
ask her,
Thanks for
which week are you
telling
going
me
for?
that.
Just want to know so that I know prepare. And then that day you don't come.
I won't tell her.
I need to prepare. Yeah.
Then that day that Susan is not around, right? I will pick on
Then
Stephanie.
she won't ask that question.
Yeah, I will shift
Yeah. Who want to be my friend? Come.
Next week I
So
also will have issues.
rubbish.
Next time,
Aiyo.
sorry, next week, not next week. Next time I also have issues. Yeah. Maybe are
Next
those all the
month.
questions? Have we covered all of them? Oh, so long. Okay.
No, there's one more. That's why I'm like trying to. Yeah.
Very late already.
What is one thing about this theme that you are grateful for and why?
What got the and why?
Oh, suddenly very quiet. Yeah, why are you grateful for that lah?
Okay,
What?
I am grateful for.
I tell you, this is the beef steak's fault.
Oh,
The beef steak fault. Yeah, we took too long with the beef steak.
The fact that we have different abilities and capabilities, and then we help each other in different ways, so that the team actually.
The different nonsenses. What happened to you?
Oh,
Oh, goodness. What did you say before that? Because you got cut out.
Capabilities, and that we can do different things that as a whole the team. Why?
So you are praising yourself, ah? So you are praising yourself, ah? You are saying that you work very well with the team, what? That's what you're saying, right?
In different ways. Then
Then That's very rotten, you know. Then all of you will say, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this. Then I have to do
We are
everything.
people.
No, Steph very good and some, yeah.
Is that how I end up with the chunk of the work? Yeah, so then I should get rid of my team.
Because I went up there.
We are so good people.
Getting better at yang.
That's because you're the only well one.
No, you don't say that, right? No lah.
No.
She's the only one that's well enough to go back to office. Actually, technically, I'm not sick, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my heart. My heart lah. Then you do all the work.
For your overall health. And you stop.
I'm also doing a lot of work actually.
Yes.
The point is Susan.
Grateful,
The point is Susan.
grateful for.
If not, I
Grateful
will go
for
first.
the team. Grateful for the team that can talk nonsense. Then
You just
doesn't
teach
feel
us
hurt.
the next.
Then huh?
You
What?
just threatened to ditch us She
What?
threatened to ditch us for the next live show
We got. Yeah.
She threatened to ditch us, then she said, oh, we very good.
Don't take
Can
so
talk rubbish.
serious. Nonsense. Then we can. Then we can accept whatever nonsense that team member make.
Oh, this
Yeah,
one is
because I'm
like
also one of the person who make nonsense.
this one is kind of like a backhanded way of saying that I do nonsense, you also must accept.
No, it's because you all already accepted. That's why I can say this.
Yo.
More nonsense.
Okay, I regret asking this question. Turns out nothing. No lah. I think I'm grateful for the fact that, although we are based remotely, right, we are able to still do a lot of work. Like we still can get things done lah. Yeah. And I think for us, right, the style of working is very different for us compared to other people. I don't think a lot of teams or a lot of people understand the way that we work. And I'm kind of worried also because right now we have interns that come in to collaborate with us, or collaborators. If you want to call them collaborators, you can. So we have collaborators coming in. Then sometimes, right, I really feel like a bit worried for them, because we are so not typical. This team is so not typical that I actually wonder whether they are suffering or not. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they don't tell you. Yeah. So basically, I think that it's kind of difficult to adapt to our team. But then again, I'm grateful that my team is the way it is also, because we get a lot of things done. We get a lot of work done, regardless of the situation we are in. Yeah. Why? Why is because the alternative is not very pleasant because we run and we host events, right? And then we host classes also, right? If we don't work well together remotely, if we don't like continue what we do at the high level that we try to attain, right? Then it speaks very badly of our entire event, our entire company, and our entire branding. So the why is more or less like we have to stick to it, right? Because we are known for it, you see. So then we have to keep up the standard, so to speak, for ourselves. And I think so far, I'm glad that our team is able to cope like this, because it's not easy, especially for Susan and Stephanie when they have two very young kids. And, all of us have our own. I didn't say that, but she did. So my point is that I'm glad that in spite of all of these things, right, we are still able to deliver what we have promised to deliver. And why is important is because if not, then nobody will trust us or trust our brand, right? So that's why to me is something that I'm grateful for. Because if let's say we can't be trusted, then we won't be able to build our projects, our branding, our company. So yeah, it's kind of like a commercial reason. I don't know, commercial reason. I don't know whether you all know what I'm trying to say or not, but I think Steph and Susan get me.
So that we got the choice in to take care of the company for the classroom. So there's this other issue to stay a company as you are the fact that you be the company. So if projects fail, like you don't deliver things on time, people think like you are untrustworthy people. So it's like a two-way thing.
No, but then you see, if you take people's money and then you host something, and then then that is very unprofessional. You see.
So in-person classes, let's say less than $100, then eventually that became online classes. So it's a series, so those are priced a little higher. Then now it's like events, and it's more moving parts, more people. In the initial stage, you can't even in-person class properly. Who's going to attract you to run a large event? So it's branding has the ecosystem also. That's why people trust us with larger projects as well.
Yeah, but you see, I mean, I'm going to talk about it from another point of view, which is if all of us fall sick at the same time, it's also not our fault. But then if we were a different team, that could have collapsed the whole program. No, as in it could have disrupted the whole program. You get what I mean? As in it would have thrown the timeline off, because we actually the whole of, and really I mean the whole of July.
We found how bad it was internally. Even till now,
I think Susan is well already. Yeah, Susan is well already.
It's so good that we have forced to in half of time for everything. So even though we were off for half 2 weeks, it's still not bad. We still can deliver. Sorry we were sick. Really apologize.
I don't think they realized that there was a large gap also some of them.
Most people, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's yeah, so my point why I say that, why I say that is because, right, I signed up for Zen again in November, but I haven't heard back from them also. Yeah. So I'm not saying that I need to hear back from them. I'm saying that if let's say there's an event in November, I haven't heard back, so logically, people understand that you are preparing lah. It's not like everybody will be chasing you lah, although there are some people who did chase us. You take her money and run. Is Stephanie a cook? Well, then I want to put a spin on that also, because how long has it been since you paid? Some of them just paid. Yeah. Wow, that even DHL will be so quick, Yeah. I think you should talk about your towel. The octopus.
Octopus.
It's October.
October.
I think you need to turn your towel so that it is portrait. Because, yeah, cannot see. Give your jellyfish legs. But technically, your arrow string towel is not today's towel. What? It's a very good.
Yeah, today very good. Okay, the first one is with the moon string. Then I think most of it is the Yerba. Then I added a little bit of the mocha. Then this one is it a zinger? I can't remember the name, but with some variation. So this is with the Fortnite theme, the purple. Then the second tile is on the apprentice tile, the one that tinted with a color. Then with the Yerba also. And this one I found that there's a pop bit at the bottom. Yeah, so color with the purple and blue. That's it.
And Isaac. Yeah, so I have two towels. This was my first towel. I chose to offset, or rather put the crescent moon string like a little bit off. And then I realized it kind of looks like a horn, like from some angles. I'm not sure if you can see it very well because it's kind of like a very shiny towel. So I actually use Sakura Pen Touch. Do I have my Sakura Pen? Yeah, my Sakura Pen Touch for the gold crescent moon. Yeah, because I think it's getting a bit dry. So I've had it for some time. So I needed to shake. And I think this is my older one and not very good anymore. But I still managed to get it to work, so it's okay. I think Sakura Pen Touch performs better on a smooth surface. So because the towel is porous, it doesn't look that shiny or glossy. But if you have done it on like a plastic surface or a glass surface, it'll be very nice. So I have Micron in black. I haven't done shading yet, so I probably might do a reel later with shading. I've also used for this towel, I used a purple silver shadow that actually the silver didn't come out. I don't know. Okay, let me hold it up. So this was where the silver shadow went, but the silver didn't appear. So because the silver didn't appear, I then had to resort to my tiara to add more phantoms in the background for the bling, right? So this is my silver tiara. I also had a clear tiara, but it didn't work on this towel. Yeah. And my metallic jelly roll also didn't work. I think I kept them too long, probably. So it's probably my fault. So this is a offset crescent moon string with yerba, and I tried to use more full bloom yerbas here. And then my other towel is also yerba, and I tried to use it like a poke leaf, sort of like a layered like poke leaf. And this is paired in with hollis. I kept it very simple, and this one I used an extract string in the shape of a crescent moon, but I didn't draw it down. So it's still a crescent moon shape with a mini crescent moon here, but I didn't draw it down in pencil. I just didn't want to erase because this towel is a lot lighter than this towel. This towel I can still erase and it will still be fine. But if I erase on this one, I think it will be too obvious, the erasing strokes, Yeah, so I also haven't shaded this towel. As you can see, I used this one. I think I also used. What did I use for the glitter? I think I used also the silver tiara, not the clear one. So I mentioned earlier I have like two tiaras. Can you see that one is a shade darker? Yeah. So I think that's about it from me. Steph, do you have any more things to add? Yeah, and then next Wednesday, we also have a live show on Wednesday. Yeah, so Tuesday is the class, and then Wednesday is the studio live. Mm. Thank you. Bye.